And we welcome you here to First Community Arena in Edwardsville, Illinois. We're on the campus of SIUE. It is cloudy, cool. It's quite frigid outside. It's winter, no doubt about it, in the Midwest, and we've got OVC basketball for you today. SIUE and Tennessee Tech. Joe Pott, Christoph Kendrick with you here as we get set to take a look at some players to watch for this second game, this men's game here from Edwardsville. They're presented by Jostens. Jostens is the official recognition company of the OVC. Rodney Johnson Jr., as we mentioned on the radio side, the player to watch for Tennessee Tech, 13-10 on Thursday at EIU. He's going to figure big in this one because Tennessee Tech is without its top two scorers. He's the top scorer available for Tennessee Tech. For the SIUE Cougars, it is a familiar face as far as our player to watch, and that would be number 0, DeMarco Minor. Minor leads this team in OVC play, 15.9 points a game in OVC play. He had another 20-point game on Saturday. The offense struggled, but he still put up 21 in the game at Southeast Missouri State. And, Coach, he's always going to figure in big to the Cougar plans.
Well, when you play as hard as he does, you're going to make an impact on the basketball game, whether it's scoring, getting assists, in his case, despite being 5'10", rebounding, and playing defense. Cole Minor's a kid, like we're talking about, you love to have on your team because he goes all out all the time. So that's a great point, Joe. He's going to be there, he's going to be a fixture, and he's going to impact this basketball game every night.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. They're presented by Serve Pro, the official restoration services partner of the OVC for John Pelfrey and the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. As we mentioned, it's going to be a little bit of a different look to their starting lineup. Daniel Agburowe is a 6'7" sophomore forward out of Memphis, Tennessee. Deontay Wood is a senior out of Anniston, Alabama. Kyle Layton will make the start. He's a freshman from McKinney, Texas. Josiah Davis is a sophomore guard from Ontario, Canada. And then, of course, Rodney Johnson Jr., who we just talked a lot about on that Tennessee Tech side. For Brian Baroni and the SIUE Cougars, it's also going to be a little bit of a different starting lineup. DeMarco Minor, Rayshawn Taylor, and Shamar Wright, familiar faces in the backcourt. They're joined by Desmond Polk, who makes the start. And then it is Lamar Wright up front. He's essentially the lone forward, center, anything you expect from up front. So they'll go with a smaller guard-heavy lineup.
Well, with you got 20 years of college basketball experience, and you're starting 5 right there between the Wrights, Taylor, Polk, and Minor. So I think Coach Baroni feels pretty good about, what these guys can do. And part of that 20 years experience is a lot of those years are together. Other than Minor, all these guys have been here 3 or 4 years. Minor was here last year and obviously this year. So they know how to play with each other. And actually, from an offensive standpoint, I like the way this lineup can spread the floor, attack Tennessee Tech defensively, and maybe just be a different kind of way to score without Thompson and Zacchaeus.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. They're brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. No need to consult the playbook. The winning strategy is always designate a sober driver because fans don't let fans drive drunk. Here's the keys to the game today. For the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles, well, it's overcome that short roster. Injuries, a couple of guys out. They've got 9 available players. You've got to find a way on the road to overcome that. And if you're SIUE, well, they've been dominant at home. They need to be dominant at home again and get back on the winning track. As we are just about set for tip-off here, those were your keys to the game. The Cougars win the tip. They're in their white uniforms, and they move from left to right here in the first half. We're underway in Edwardsville. Joe Pott, Christoph Kendrick with you here courtside at First Community Arena. It's Taylor out between the circles for Minor, around for Polk, right back for Minor. There's a lot of shooting ability on the floor for SIUE as well. Here's Lamar Wright trying to post up there against Wood. Turnaround, fadeaway, sweet shot.
There it is, Joe, that little fadeaway from about 12 to 15 feet that Lamar loves so much.
And he gets the Cougars off and running here to start. It's 2-0 Cougars. Early going. Tennessee Tech's first possession here in the first half. And Shamar Wright has a steal. He'll get it to Taylor. Get it back. Give it back. Get it back again. And count the bucket and the foul.
Great start for the Cougars. You get the possession early. You score. You go down and get a steal. Then you get an and one in transition. Great start. Shamar's got to finish this, get a 5-0 lead. And if you're Tennessee Tech, missing all your guys, you don't want to get in the hole early. You want to build some confidence.
Shamar Wright is second all-time in career steals at SIUE. SIUE comes into the game third in the OVC in steals. And Shamar will be at the free throw line now for the Cougars with the extra shot, and it is no good. A little bit strong for Shamar. Rebound pulled in by Gunaway. Played last year at Little Rock. And he's going to figure more prominently here at Tennessee Tech than he did at Little Rock. He'll try a three from straight away, and it wouldn't stay down for him. DeMarco Minor rebounds for the Cougars. Minor the other way. Turns the corner. Got it.
Little dipsy doozy there.
Good start for the Cougars. It's a 6-0 start for SIUE here in this first half. This is Wood straight away. Wood to the right elbow. Bounces underneath. Johnson got it to go.
We've kind of seen the Cougars get hurt this year, Joe, on that middle pick and roll, that alley pick and roll with the tag guy coming over. There's got to be more of a commitment on that earlier.
Off the miss. Here comes Tennessee Tech again, the other way. Deontay Wood. Far side. Swings it all the way across court. They go back to the wing. Layton for three. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound up and into the hands of Lamar Wright. Here come the Cougars. Taylor. Thought about the shot. They keep it on the perimeter. Spinning around for Shamar Wright. Out for Minor now. Straight away. Minor. For Shamar again. Shot clock to 15. Minor. Step back. Handoff for Polk. Polk wants to drive. Turns right. Lays it up and in.
Great move by Desmond Polk. Great patience. Great balance and when to use the glass to finish.
17:35 to play first half. Cougars on top. 8-2 as Gunaway drives. Back out they go. This is Layton who steps in. Kicks it left. Gunaway on the baseline. Trying to get to the hoop. Dumps it off. Wood couldn't finish. Lamar Wright rebounds. Tennessee Tech not a very good rebounding team this year either. Here's Taylor. Taylor up and under. He'll lay it up and in. And a timeout called by John Pelfrey as the Cougars have gone up 10-2. This is the start you have to have if you're SIUE.
I agree, Joe. It's Coach talked about in the pregame how good of a practice they've had this week. They look angry that they scored 47 points last game, and it's coming out early and showing them.
I think that that speaks to what kind of team this is, right? And it speaks to the kind of character they have. If you go out and you essentially disappoint. I mean, I think that's the word for it. But it's really how you follow that up, right? It's how you follow that up in practice and in the next games.
Yeah, next game matters. And when you're in a conference like this where it's a one-bid league, you're still jockeying for seeding. Your season's not over because you didn't win the regular season, and maybe that's a game, now I'm getting far ahead of myself, maybe that's a game that costs you the regular season title potentially, but you still want to go into the tournament playing your best basketball, and if you could come out after playing a bad game and play well, you're good to go.
17:08 to play. First half here in Edwardsville. Kyle Layton hands it away, left side for Davis. Davis lobs it in towards the hoop. It's knocked away. He'll pick it back up. Johnson, kick out on the wing for Layton. Shot clock down to 11. This is Wood now. The senior from Alabama. Right corner it goes. Davis tried to get on the baseline, lost it, somehow kept control. Shot clock to 2, reverse no good, and Wright pulls down the rebound.
Great possession there. Tough to make that shot over Shamar Wright.
10-2 start for the Cougars here in this early going. Minor, Taylor. Taylor with a long three coming up. It didn't go. Wood yanks down the rebound. Taylor had a particularly tough offensive day against Southeast Missouri State. Wood trying to drive. Spins on the baseline. Desmond Polk got his hand on it. He got a block and it was out of play, but just gives you an idea of the athleticism of a guy like Desmond Polk going up a guy who's got a couple of inches on him.
No doubt. One thing we talked about, too, this is an upgrade in athleticism without Thompson and Seganis in the lineup as well. No knock on them, but when you're smaller, you're generally a little faster, quicker to the ball, and more vertical.
Here's Johnson. His turnaround won't go. Tennessee Tech is a very good shooting team. They come in shooting better than 46%. That's third best in the conference. As SIUE misses another, Davis pulls down the rebound for Tennessee Tech. Davis ahead for Layton, lays it up and in. 10-4, Cougars up. Here's Polk on the wing, out for Taylor. Right back to Polk in the corner. Out for right now on the right side. Free throw line, kick left. Polk trying to get space. He'll pull up on the baseline, just glance off the rim, and Leighton yanks down the rebound again. Ahead it goes for Davis. The three on the way is good for Salmons. Tennessee Tech within three.
Yeah, Salmons just got too comfortable in transition there. No one picked him up. Good job by Tennessee Tech making the extra pass. And now we're seeing him in a little bit of zone here.
Minor for Wright. Minor again. Corner. Taylor pulls it down. Gives it back to Minor. Out to Taylor again. Catch and shoot. Got this one. First three of the night for Rayshon Taylor. 13-7.
Really good job of patience on that. And, Joe, with this lineup, Desmond Polk shooting 38% from three. You got four guys shooting over 35% in this starting lineup for SIUE.
Davis right side for Leighton again. Leighton underneath. This is Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Hard to the basket. Couldn't get it to go. Taylor yanks down the rebound. Here come the Cougars again. Shamar Wright leading the charge. He'll shuffle it out for Taylor. Rayshon to the foul line. Out it goes for Minor. Minor inside. Minor up and couldn't get it. Fell off the rim. Leighton with a rebound for Tennessee Tech. Ahead quickly to Davis. Davis shuffles it out. Another three. Salmons couldn't get this one. Minor couldn't hold on to the rebound, but the Cougars do. Taylor with the dribble. Little stutter step. Inside. Kick out for Shamar. Shamar to the baseline. Jump stop there. For Minor. He'll fade away from the baseline.
You know, the Cougars have played some really good pace these last 3 or 4 possessions. They had 2 bad possessions where they took some contested mid-range Jays, quickly switched it around. Maybe that zone got SIUE to concentrate a little bit more, but really good pop on those last 2 plays.
It's a 15-7 game. Long 2 upcoming, and that one wouldn't go for Johnson. Another rebound for SIUE. And a steal. They threw it away, and here comes Davis the other way. Davis slates it up with the left hand. 15-9, Cougars on top. 13:20 left. First half at SIUE. Minor around for Taylor. Rayshon steps to his left, takes it and hits it.
Beautiful shot fake by Ray Taylor there. I think we're going to see this zone out of Tech because there's down so many guys, and the depth isn't there with only 9 guys available.
Rayshon Taylor had 2 points against Southeast Missouri. He has 8 points in the game's first 7 minutes here today.
Veteran guy coming out and establishing himself early.
Johnson got hung up, and we end up with a kick, so it'll reset the shot clock back to 20. And it will take us to our first timeout. 12:47 to play here in the first half. If you haven't noticed from Coach Baroni talking about it, with 6 of the final 8 on the road, 4 straight to end the regular season on the road. That's a challenge no matter what conference you're in. But the flip side of that is get them now when you can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to win at home always. And then when you see that ahead of you, you don't want to focus on it, but it's always in the back of your mind. So this 3-game stretch is very important for SIUE.
Inbounds comes to Johnson. Johnson right on the perimeter there, guarded by Lamar, trying to get inside, and he got tied up. Double team. The help defense comes from Soon, and now we get a call. And it's the, how do you put that? Violating the cylinder?
Violating the cylinder. Yeah. Yep. Got too close to him.
So Adiola Soon in the game for SIUE. If you're just joining us, Cougars without their starting really front court there in Terrence Thompson, and then the backup in Arnie Sakanis. Rebound comes out for Tirado. So Tirado's in, Soon is in for SIUE. He hasn't gotten a lot of minutes, but he's got, the size and the length are big. And, again, this will be the opportunity to step up. Now we're going to get a moving screen from him.
Yeah, he just didn't get himself set, leaned into him a little bit, popped him. I think one thing that can't go unnoticed tonight, Tennessee Tech is last in the league in 3-point percentage and 3-point accuracy, and their 2 leading 3-point makers are not playing tonight. So I think you're going to see some real overhelping and some real, getting in guys and not being afraid to leave guys open other than Salmons, who's 50% on the year and has already hit one.
And 13 of Salmon's 16 attempts coming into today, overall attempts, are threes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 13 of his 16 makes are threes.
We know what he's out there to do.
Yeah. Oliver will try one. And it wouldn't go, and Toronto ends up with a fortunate rebound. It came right off of Bea's hands. Brian Taylor in the game now for SIUE as well. Minor trying to scoot around his defenders. Underneath it goes, and Siue with the finish.
Beautiful pass by Minor there. Siue doing a good job going up and finishing.
It's a big presence. And now a steal. Minor with a steal this time. Minor trying to get between two defenders. Scoops it up, and he's blocked. Bea got his paw on it and knocked it out of bounds. It'll be SIUE ball.
Great job by Bea not giving up on that play. It was another media right away.
11:25 to play. 20-9. SIUE on top. Back to Edwardsville after the break. One game. The new class of SIUE Athletics Hall of Famers on the big screen there. They were showing them here. I think some of them are in attendance today. It's alumni weekend here at Edwardsville. Minor's going to drive, and boy, did he draw contact. It was not even, it was just enough of he dropped his shoulder for a little pump fake there, and his defender went right over the top of him.
No doubt. I think after Bea had got him last time, Minor saw him in his peripheral vision and got the pump fake. And thank God this young man's okay too.
So that'll put DeMarco Minor on the free throw line. Minor, of course, well, now he's down to second in the OVC by percentage points as far as the leading free throw shooter, and his first free throw goes. He's at 87%. I think Riley Minix at Morehead State is at 88%, so that's how close it is. Minor's got another one coming up. He is 68 of 78 at the line right now after that first make. He hits another. 2 for 2 for Minor. Extends the lead out to 22-9. This is the largest lead SIUE has had. Josiah Davis trying to get it off to Wood, and it's knocked away, and the Cougars have another takeaway. This is Toronto for Brian Taylor. Shamar Wright on the right side. Toronto straight away. Toronto, another guy that's getting some minutes off the bench, but a guy who can handle the ball as well. He's not just a shooter. Here's Taylor going baseline. He'll swing it out onto the wing. Shamar Wright for space. A three, it wouldn't go. The rebound in front, pulled in by Zaminovic, and a foul on that rebound.
Well, it's been tough sledding for Tennessee Tech offensively. I think of the 9 points, 7 have came in transition. They've really, really struggled to score in the half court, and then they've got about 3 or 4 turnovers to boot, which doesn't make things any easier.
Cougars working right now on a 7-0 run. This is Wood. Eric Oliver is a senior from Wyoming who throws it inside. They lose it again, and the Cougars have it right back. Here comes Rayshon Taylor. Cougars have brought a couple of more starters back in. Lamar, Rayshon, Desmond Polt back in, and Rayshon Taylor draws a reach-in foul from Sammons.
Yeah, he had his hands all over him that time. Didn't even try to hide it. I'm surprised it took that long to call it. I think the ref was surprised by how much he was holding him there. It took him a minute.
Shamar Wright's going to trigger in from the sideline right in front of us. By the way, our officials tonight, John Boylan Jr., Ron Gengenbacher, and Bob Franklin. Alex is in the studio at 88.7 The Sound. Austin Shapinski is running the show on the ESPN Plus side. Turnaround, good for Lamar Wright. The run continues for the Cougars.
What did be said on that by L.A. Wright right there? Beautiful pass, beautiful shot.
24-9. Cougars up in this one. 15 points advantage. Largest of the game. We're inside of 10 minutes to play in the half. This is Wood. He'll hand it away for Davis. Davis Baseline. Looking to kick it out. Threw it away. Rayshon Taylor with a steal. Taylor will bring it across the timeline for SIUE. Taylor back for Polk. He'll try a three. It goes down. Wow. And another timeout called by Tennessee Tech with 9:26 to play. SIUE is up big. 27-9. And a 30-second timeout for Tech.
Well, I think the Cougars are just taking advantage of their advantage. Joe, you always kind of talked about that Coach Baroni would say, do what you do best better than what the other team does their best. And right now, when they don't have their two leading scorers, SIUE's not feeling sorry for them. They're going after it early and trying to deliver an early knockout blow. It's certainly been the start you'd want if you're a Cougar fan.
And if you're in that huddle, you're telling them the same thing, right? This is a team that doesn't have their big guns. Go get them.
Absolutely. And these things happen. You got 9 minutes left in the first half. It's, an 18-point game. We've seen this happen. This happens in college basketball. It happens at all levels. This thing goes to 10 or it goes to 30, and it's either going to be a basketball game or the next 30 minutes could be a snooze fest, depending on how the Cougars handle the situation.
And you made the point, they're not feeling sorry for Tennessee Tech. Well, it would be the same on the other side, right? So, yeah. And just as Coach Baroni said, when you get into this point of the season, you're coming down to the last weeks of January, you got a month left in the season. Guess what? Everybody's got something. For Tennessee Tech right now, it happens to be the injury bug as Taylor brings it ahead.
That's a great point, Joe.
Brian Taylor right now. The teams that end up at the top of the conference at the end of the year are the ones that are able to weather the storm. Whatever that storm is for that team.
Mm-hmm. Staying healthy is such a key aspect of that.
Wright gets called for a travel, so the Cougars turn it over. .8:40 left here in the first half. Deontay Wood for Tennessee Tech, guarded by Taylor. Right side again, Wood. 14 to shoot. He's trying to get in the corner. Taylor continues to guard. He'll fade away. Missed it short. Taylor pulls down the rebound for SIUE. Tennessee Tech is 4 of 17 from the field so far in this game. That's 24% from the floor.
That's obviously outstanding defense, and it's a sign that you're missing two of your better players.
Cougars steal again. Lamar Wright gets it on the run out. Couldn't hold on to it, but it was knocked out of bounds by Rodney Johnson.
I love the activity we're seeing out of SIUE's players with their hands on defense. They're getting in passing lanes. They're rotating quickly and in the right places. And they're getting in there and getting deflections and steals, leading to breakouts.
When you talk about, missing big guns, missing key players, when I was looking before the game, and they have it laid out in their notes who is probably going to start, and that's who started. You got Wood, who's only made 6 starts. Layton, who's only made 3 starts. Rodney Johnson, who's right now their best player, offensively anyways, only made 10 starts this year. Lamar Wright tries the 3. Too strong. Good offensive board from Desmond Polk to keep it alive. Now Taylor. Got it.
Beautiful 3. That was NBA range. I feel like I say in every game, Joe, but when he comes off those ball screens, no matter how deep he is, you can't go underneath him. He makes you pay.
That's what he wants.
Yep.
That's exactly what he wants. It's now a 15-0 run for SIUE here in the first half. Rayshon Taylor, 11 first half points. 7:20 left in the half. Layton will try a 3. Nothing doing. Too short. Adiola the rebound. Here come the Cougars. Adiola soon. I say that because he's got his first name on the back of the jersey.
That's right.
Here is Soon right now. Getting inside. Soon!
Beautiful footwork there. Beautiful footwork. Putting them in the basket. And the Cougars have a chance, if they haven't already, to maybe put this game away early late in the first half, I should say. Here.
Without a doubt, 6:50 to play in the first half, and it's a monster lead for the Cougars. Layton straight away for Johnson. Now it's Wood again. Wood pulls up from the foul line and gets it to go. That snaps the 17-0 run.
Man, did Tech need that?
It's 32-11.
Great pass.
And great finish from Lamar Wright.
Ryan Taylor dribbles in with his left hand, gets in the middle, gets in the paint. Coaches always talk about keeping guys out of the paint. Lamar Wright cuts after Taylor drew 2 defenders. Great finish.
6:06 left here in the first. Wood got underneath, got rejected, and then the second effort wouldn't go. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Desmond Polk. Ekbunaway also had a crack at it under there, couldn't get it to fall. Ryan Taylor for the Cougars, right side. SIUE up 23 here as Taylor takes another and drains another. Rayshon Taylor just knocked down his 4th three of the first half.
And Joe, he's certainly getting healthy compared to what he did against Southeast Missouri. You love to see that if you're a Cougar fan.
It's 37-11, and Taylor yanks down the rebound, and the Cougars are coming back the other way. Taylor to the hole, and that just missed. They were going for the alley-oop. The ball's out of bounds. And now we're back to timeout. 5:21 left, and SIUE with a 26-point cushion here in the first half. We're back after this.
Lab use this in real life? Well, the answer is no. But a kettlebell squat, well, that's the opposite of whatever cosine is.
We are back here in Edwardsville. SIUE up big on Tennessee Tech. Well, the Cougars are certainly trying to make their way to Evansville for the Ohio Valley Conference Basketball Championship. It's never too early to start thinking about March. The 2024 OVC Basketball Championship, presented by United Fidelity Bank, returns to the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, from March 6th to the 9th. All session tickets on sale now, just $60. Contact the SIUE ticket office or log on at ovcsports.com/Evansville to purchase your all-session tickets before the price increases on February 23rd. 5:08 to play here in this first half. Tennessee Tech trying to squash a big run. It's now 22-2 overall for SIUE. This run they're on here. DeMarco Minor with it for the Cougars. He'll back out. You mentioned it, Coach. I think it was, 9-10 points, and you said you can go 1 or 2, or maybe it was 15. You said you can get back to 10, or you can stretch this out, and the SIUE has stretched it out.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want this thing to get back to 10 and let it be a game when you've played so well.
2 seconds as Shamar turns. He did just hit the rim, and the ball's out of bounds. It'll belong to Tennessee Tech.
Cougars got a little stagnant. I think they wanted to run a set. I'm not sure if everyone was on the same page, but Tennessee Tech was able to kind of not have to move very much and guard SIUE. I think you'll see that get corrected probably as early as next possession.
4:25 left here in this first half. Hard to the hole goes Johnson, and he lays it up and in. Lamar Wright trying to take a charge. DeMarco Minor. Straight away to the foul line. He lost it. Here comes Ekbunaway back the other way. He'll bounce it ahead for Davis, and he missed it off the window, and there's a foul on Shamar Wright.
Minor got himself in a little bit of trouble there, dribbling into 2 people. Again, Tennessee Tech struggled to score so mightily in the half court. You don't want to give them easy opportunities in transition.
The foul is on Desmond Polk, as a matter of fact, and it's right at 4 minutes, so we're right at another media. The final media timeout of the first half, 37-13, Cougars up. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
An even 4 minutes to play here in the first half. SIUE on top of Tennessee Tech. 37-13 here with just 4 minutes to play in this first period. We've mentioned it off the top. Tennessee Tech is missing a lot of firepower in its lineup and a lot of guys that, especially offensively, Javis Harvey averages 15.6 a game. David Early, 14.3 a game. Between them, Harvey's made 16 starts. Early's made 17 starts. They average 33, 34 minutes a game.
And they've combined to hit 64 threes this year. That's just so much to miss. I mean, I think you described it the best, Joe, when you said they're missing that firepower. And it shows on the scoreboard with only 14 points. There are still 4 minutes left to play. So I think, and they're guards.
Yeah.
And guards run your team. Guards have the ball in your hands. It's just a lot to replace.
Josiah Davis with a couple of free throws to make it 37-15 as we get under 4 minutes to play here in this first half. Rayshawn Taylor bringing it up the floor already with 14 points tonight. Miners got it. Taylor catches and hands it off, and we've got a foul immediately on Layton. As Wright came to get it on the wing, Layton, I don't know if he cut him off or he was in his lane there, and it basically is a blocking foul.
No doubt. It's been a pretty clean game, too. We haven't had the whistle blow too much today.
Inbounds comes back for Miners. Taylor catches. Steps to his right, hands it away for Miner. He'll elevate for three. Couldn't get it. Agbunaway pulls down the rebound for Tennessee Tech, and he'll bring it across. Right side of the timeline. Crisscrosses to the left elbow, hands it away. Here comes Layton. Kick back out for Agbunaway. He'll go baseline against Lamar, and Wright blocks it out of bounds.
Good job by Wright there on the help side, knocking that out. And right now, if you're Tennessee Tech, you're saying, hey, let's get this thing. Let's see if we can get it down to 16, 15 points to make it manageable in the second half and have some momentum going into the second half with a run here.
Wood for Layton. Layton kicks it out right. Agbunaway for three. Airballed it. Lamar Wright ends up with a rebound. Here come the Cougars with 3:08 to play. Polk on the right. Taylor directing traffic as he tried to drive and lost the ball. And here comes Davis all by himself. Right-hand jam.
Yeah, Cougars getting a little sloppy here. That's 4 straight points for Tennessee Tech off of turnovers by SIUE. 4 straight easy points. 2 free throws on a layup and then a dunk right there. That just can't happen when you can't give a team life when they're on life support.
And especially that is a good way to put it. SIUE does not turn the ball over a lot. They average 10.4 turnovers a game. That's best in the OVC. And it's been that way for most of the year. Rayshawn Taylor on the left. They've turned it over 6 times today, by the way. He'll turn, fade, missed. Lamar Wright got his hand on the rebound, but it's out for Davis. Davis will run the floor, and he ran right into his defenders, and they're going to call a foul.
Well, he certainly was aggressive on that. And Shamar Wright, I think, is a little bit surprised he got called for a foul, considering he was just standing there.
He was trying to split 2 defenders. He ends up running over the ball.
Here's a replay.
This is a good look at it from this camera as well. I mean, he just kind of lost his footing there as he went right into Shamar Wright. Tennessee Tech keeps it, though. 2:25 to play. And a high pass goes into the first row of stands.
And we see the turnovers bounding for Tech now. That's been a problem for them all game. And when you're making a little bit of a mini run, you don't want to give the other team a chance to up their lead.
They don't turn it over a ton regularly, but even so, they do average 12 a game, which is 2 more a game than SIUE. A little more than 2, or a little less than 2 more a game than where SIUE is at. Polk with 2:05 to play here in this one. for Taylor. Taylor with 10 to shoot. To his left, got tied up, kicks it out for right. Shamar for three, and it's good.
Boom. Beautiful play. Ray Taylor gets in the lane, draws defenders, knocked down all day.
40-17 with a minute 48 to play here in the first half. Davis all the way to the basket. The Cougars coming the other way quick. Miner will pull up and knock it down.
Hey, Joe, the pace picked up here quick.
Super quick.
Yeah.
90 seconds to play here in the first half. 42-19, SIUE on top. Johnson for three, missed it. Taylor with the rebound. That is Rayshawn Taylor's 7th rebound of the game, by the way. Everything he's doing tonight. How about Polk? That's good. Give an assist to Rayshawn Taylor as well, which is his 5th assist.
Man, and Des Polk's almost at 40%. He probably is at 40% from three on the year. What a terrific improvement. That kid has really stepped his game up this year and become a real offensive threat for SIUE.
He's 2 for 2 tonight from three-point range. 55 seconds left here in this first half. SIUE with a commanding lead. Davis spins it out. This is Simmons trying to get to the basket. He is fouled. Lamar Wright came down awkwardly, but he looks like he's all right.
I think they're going to say it's
Taylor
on the floor.
Foul.
Yeah.
Yep. 6th team foul on SIUE. $26 points advantage for the Cougars. All the way back in for Rodney Johnson. Right near the timeline, he'll hand it away for Davis. Shot clock to 10. A three from the left won't go down. Long rebound, and Taylor chases it down for SIUE. That's number 8 for Rayshawn Taylor, by the way.
He's having a heck of a game. It looks like the Cougars are going to be able to hold for one here with about a 1.5 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Taylor's going to take it all the way to the sideline and hang out there until 9.
Yeah.
A little longer. Now he moves with 7.5 seconds left. Works against Davis. Taylor off the right foot. Came up short. That's the end of the first half. Not quite the end of the first half. 0.2 of a second on the game clock, which really probably should be about 1.5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Because we said there was just about a 1.5 second difference. They won't.